Well, I had to cut the resolution down because it was overheating. So I'm gonna. I was singing really good too, and I was like, "Oh crap!" I just that one time the thing is not recording me at all. Um, it wouldn't made any difference by Todd Rundgren. Dun 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 dun. Do you remember the last time I said, if I ever thought of lying, I'd rather think of dying instead? And maybe you remember the last time you called me to say we were through. How it took a million tears just to prove they all were for you. But those days are through, 'cause it wouldn't made any difference if you loved me. How could you love me when it really wouldn't make any difference? If you really loved me, you just did not love me. I know of hundreds of times I could be in the most unfaithful arms that you always picture me. And maybe you remember that, though I can't always show proof I was true. No one else could change my mind or stop me coming home to you. But those days are through, 'cause it really wouldn't made any difference if you loved me. How could you love me? Well, it wouldn't really made any difference if you really loved me. You just didn't love me enough to believe me, enough to believe me, enough not to leave me, enough not to leave me, enough not to look for a reason to be unhappy with me and make me regret ever wanting you. But those days are through, 'cause it really wouldn't made any difference if you loved me. How could you love me when it really wouldn't made any difference if you really loved me? You just didn't love me, did not love me, 'cause it really wouldn't made any difference if you loved me. How could you love me when it really wouldn't made any difference if you really loved me? You just did not love me. Okay, we've been waiting so long. We've been waiting so long. We've been waiting for the sun to rise and shine, shining still. Give us the will. Can you hear me? The sound of my voice. I am here to tell you I have made my choice. I've been listening to what's been going down. There's just too much talk and gossip going round. You may think that I'm a fool, but I know the answer. Words to becoming tool. Anyone can use them. Take the golden rule as a best example. Eyes that have seen, you know what I mean. The time has come to take the bull by the horns. We've been so downhearted. We've been so forlorn. We get weak when we want to give. When we still need each other. Want to win. No. I think I took that wrong way. So down on the sun, the time has come to take the bull by the horns. We've been so downhearted. We've been so forlorn. We get weak when we want to give in, but we still need each other if we want to win. Hold that line. Hold that line. I don't know it that well. Okay. For the want of a nail. No. Can't do that one. Oh, Real Man's cool. Oh, you know what I want to sing is Black and White. Let's see if they have it here. Come on, Black and White. There it is. Dun 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 dun. Stick to your guns. Dun 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 dun. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Dun 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 dun. Nobody knows the trouble this poor boy's seen. Dun 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 dun. People will believe anything. Dun 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 dun. Man on the run. Dun 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 dun. Always gets it in the end. Dun 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 dun. Nobody cares, 'cause nobody shares his dream. People don't believe anything. Dun 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 dun. Everything has changed. Everything is still the same. It's just a part of the game. Dun 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 dun. Blood on the moon. Dun 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 dun. Patterns running across the floor. Dun 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 dun. A musical inside, a movie inside a dream. Dun 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 dun. I guess you can't believe anything. Dun 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 dun. Everything has changed. Everything is still the same. Dun 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 dun. It's all a part of the game. Dun 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 dun. Mama, Papa, girls holding hands around the world. Wrong is wrong and right is right. Nothing ever changes overnight. Dun 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 dun. I believe it when I see it in black and white, black and white. I believe it when I see it in black and white. Dun 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 dun. Tell me the truth. Dun 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 dun. Nobody is here alive. Dun 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 dun. In the black coat of doubt, trying to get out in the light. Dun 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 dun, saying the thing. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Everyone has changed. Everyone is still the same. They can't get out of the game. Dun dun dun. Or Okay, this is the one he did the music video to that used Lightwave, the video toaster. And, da 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 na 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 na. Half of me wants to knock you out. Half of me wants to tell you that I'm sorry, so sorry. Meanwhile, half of the world wants to scream and shout, and half of the world, just you and I. Just another fact of life. We plan and we scheme till there's nothing left of our little dream. But if half of the time I can't decide, and half of the time I'm petrified, I want to change the world. I want to make it well. How can I change the world when I can't change myself? Try again tomorrow. Da, da, da. I'd like to change your mind, capture your citadel. How can I change your mind if I can't change myself? Try again tomorrow. Don't do, don't. Both of us want to win this fight. Both of us think the other is mistaken, so mistaken. Meanwhile, everyone wants to take up sides, so everyone helps us to fall apart. Just another fact of life. It's so hard to play fair, and it's so easy to pretend to care. But if nobody wants to share the blame, then everyone gets more of the same. I want more peace. If I want more peace in the world, then I must peace myself. No, it says it's more the same. Da, da, da. And it says, if I want more peace in the world, then I must make peace with myself. And if I want more trust in the world, then I've got to trust in myself. And if I want more love in the world, I must show more love to myself. There's to change the world. I want to change the world. I want to make it well. How can I change the world? No, I can change myself. Try again tomorrow. Da 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 da. So that's kind of the extent of pretty much a good bit of the Todd Rundgren experience, you know. He got lots of music. I mean, he's like Frank Zappa. He was churning out records one after another, pretty much. And one time I thought that he played with Frank Zappa, and I went and looked through the history, and he's never had any kind of interaction with him. But I think I recall seeing in a keyboard magazine saying that he tried to do the Black Page, which was one of Frank Zappa's like really difficult songs. And I guess he worked with somebody who worked on the Black Page, or he tried to do it himself, or he had some kind of involvement with it, but probably didn't. So it was just my brain putting the two together, because they're kind of alike each other. Todd Rundgren was always trying to put out music that he thought should be there, you know, stuff that wouldn't have hit the charts. And Frank Zappa was kind of the same nature. He was trying to take stuff that he could see in his mind and try to make it real. And his friends kept telling him, you know, your genre is jazz. And he says, no, it is not jazz. It's me. Don't try to put me in a box, is what he's basically saying. You know, Because if it comes out sounding like jazz, that's probably just an accident, you know. I think jazz kind of is a catch-all for anything that uses horns or, you know, uses various sorts of instruments. It's kind of like alternative, you know. They would throw people into boxes to say this is alternative, this is punk. You know, you knew what rock was, you knew what the blues was, but if anything was outside of that, it would kind of fall into punk or alternative or, you know, into jazz. And the real deal there is just, you know, that they do that because of the instruments people use and you know what progressive rock sounds like, but that could be classified as jazz. So